next guest, very funny guy, one of the cast members on Saturday Night Live. Here he is as Boy George.
So, last year I hired a gay prostitute, right? Nothing wrong with that.
Well, there is, but, you know, continue.
So he comes over, right, and we're having a laugh, right? And I do that thing where I go into the other room to be weird, right? And, like, when I come back, I get this epiphany that this bloke has touched my computer. So I do the right thing and I handcuff him to the wall, right? Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, again, there's a lot wrong with that.
Please welcome Fred Armisen.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Of course, you've been having a great season at Saturday Night Live.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you know, you do a lot of terrific impressions. You do an impression of Prince that I think is very good. You do impressions of people that you don't often see impressions of. You're Prince. How did you lock in? You're a huge fan of Prince.
I'm a huge fan. I just always liked him, and just like at a really early age, I started. You know, I got down his look and his sort of like little smirk, and it was really weird. Like I actually got to meet him.
He did the show.
He did the show, and after the show, you know, there's always an SNL after party, and he had his own private party, and like it's always been my fantasy, my dream to meet him, and I thought like I'd be able to say to him like, I'm such a huge fan, I think you're great, and I thought he'd be like, I think you're pretty great too, and
that was your fantasy.
That was my fantasy.
Yeah.
So like I went to his party and I sat down with him and I was like, oh my God, this is my chance. This is where I get to tell him how great he is. So like he's sitting there eating and I'm like, hi, Prince. I just wanted to tell you I think you're the greatest. And he's like, you know what else I think is great? This macaroni and cheese. And
that seems kind of cruel.
It's so weird because it's the moment after. You know that like that moment you're like, you don't know if it's a joke or not?
Sure.
So I had to sort of like awkwardly like, like sort of like back away from the table, and that was my experience with him. So
he was just being fun, I'm sure. Or it was amazing macaroni and cheese.
Maybe it was great.
Okay, now it's funny because I know you a little bit, and your show is done very close to this show, and so I get to know the cast. You seem like someone who, well, you're not exactly an extrovert. You're a very funny guy, but you might get a little shy about watching yourself perform. You know, some people, when I used to work on Saturday Night Live, John Lovitz would love looking at his own performance and be like, look at it, isn't it great? But you're not like that, are you?
I cannot watch myself on TV, and it's mostly because of my voice. Like, as soon as I hear it, I just have to turn the TV off. Because, like, to me, like, I feel like I don't have a grown-up voice. Even though I'm a grown-up, I feel like
You didn't even say, even though I'm a grown-up, like a grown-up.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a grown-up? Like, living in grown-up land?
It's weird because, like, I feel like at airports and stuff, when I hear grown-ups, they sound like, you know, I had told Bill that we had gone to have a working lunch, and the HR had contacted them, and I just feel like that's not me.
Right.
So that's always disheartening. So yeah, I turn it off right away.
Turn it off. Okay. Well, the important thing is other people enjoy your work. This is a lucky thing for you. You were chosen to portray the president-elect. Barack Obama, you've been doing an impression of him. What's the key to, because I think a lot of comedians have had a hard time figuring out what their take on Barack Obama is. What's your key to doing a Barack Obama impression?
I just started out with the look. Like, I know that it seems like every time he's like looking forward, he's got eyebrows down like this, and it's like what I'm about to say is the most important thing in the world, and he's got this like channel on YouTube and where he does these addresses, and he always starts out with, hello. And
that's true. That's very good.
And so that's what I locked into, and that's what like so every time I do it on the show, like I pretty much walk around repeating hello. 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 And yeah, people think I'm insane, and
that's okay.
Yeah.
How do you know that you can do an impression of someone? You watch a lot of television, you watch movies, you're exposed to a lot of media. What happens when you realize, wait a minute, I think that's the person that I can do an impression of?
It just happens. Like I'll be sitting watching, say, like The View, and I'll go.
For example.
And I was just watching Joy Behar, and I was like, oh, I think I could do that, because I noticed she's a little twitchy. and she's always kind of poking at his shirt, and she's kind of like pinching at it, and I just thought, I think I could do it. And she's always going like, so what? Who cares? Who cares? So,
I like that. You zero in on something small and you pull from that. Yeah. Let's talk about this. Something that I've noticed, and I'm not the only one. You're in a lot of sketches that require you to kiss men on Saturday Night Live. Let's discuss.
I don't know why it happens.
That couch actually expands.
Yeah.
It's a sectional if you need it to be.
It just happens. I don't know why it happens. I end up making out deeply with a lot of guys. Most recently, it was with Andy Samberg.
Well, this doesn't just happen spontaneously. It's written that way.
It's written that way.
It's not like you hear music in your mind and it happens.
No. But it just happens. And I've just recently started dating this girl. And like one of our first dates, like she came to the show. And it was like the first show she came to as my girlfriend. And she was with her friend. And the first sketch up was this one where I'm making out with everyone in this family, and including Paul Rudd, and then it ends with me really, really going to town with Andy Samberg. So I had to like sort of run into the dressing room and apologize. I'm still apologizing for it. But it happens all the time, yeah. Seth Meyers, Will Forte, John C. Reilly, it never ends.
Who's the best kisser of all those guys?
I have to say Will Forte, without a doubt.
Good luck with that relationship. This isn't helping you with this girl. Well, it's an exciting show this weekend. She was on our show the other day. Rosario Dawson is going to be hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend with musical guest Fleet Foxes. That sounds like a good show.
Great, Fleet Foxes, yeah.
And Fred can be seen in the movie Confessions of a Shopaholic, which opens February 13th.
Yes.
You're a very funny fellow. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good man. Fred Armisen will be right back. Robert Schimmel coming up. Very funny guy. Stick around.